All right, 10 o'clock. Hello, everybody. Thank you for everybody who's come to join us. I'm Bobby Henderson. I work here at Long in our hydronics group. For this week's coffee break, I'd like to introduce you to Mike Doychek. Mike is with Easy Water. He's their national sales manager. He's going to talk to us today about closed loop water treatment, one of their solutions that they have for water treatment, your closed systems for hot water, chill water, condenser water, any closed loop systems you may have in your building. So, Mike, thank you for being here. I'll give it to you.
Got it. Thank you, Bobby. Well, first of all, let me just start by saying thank you to everybody as well. We appreciate your time. As he said, I'm going to talk about effective closed loop treatment, but not by using chemicals. So we're going to show you how to eliminate chemicals and protect the equipment better, your boilers, your chillers, your heat pumps, all of that. So we'll just get right into it here. When you're talking about closed loop systems, you're really talking about a couple problems that you need to solve. One, the main one is corrosion caused by dissolved oxygen. That is the problem that leads to everything else. Sediment, very tiny particles, very tiny metaparticles in the water. All of those turn into insulating high iron content. Then you get lime scale, you get biofilm deposits. All of that has leads to equipment degradation, loss of efficiency, all of that. So let's look at this. We're dealing with a closed loop. If we're dealing with a closed loop, how does dissolved oxygen get in there? Well, through all of these ways here. We've got makeup water, we've got vented tanks, you've got leaks, you've got shutdown periods for maintenance, whatever that would be. Each time you are at risk of adding more dissolved oxygen in and ultimately adding more corrosion. So how do you deal with that? Well, the industry has dealt with it pretty much this way. From a chemical treatment standpoint, pot feeder, and then fill that pot feeder 90+% of the time it's filled with sodium nitrite. There are the remaining small amount are sodium molybdate, but the vast majority are going to be sodium nitrite. What does that do? Well, first of all, nitrite is an oxidizer. It is going to basically attempt to passivate the metal, put a passive coat on there. In other words, treat to remove corrosion by using corrosion. So Easy Water looked at that 20 plus years ago and said, hey, this is crazy. If we're going to do this, if we're going to solve this problem, let's attack the problem. The problem is dissolved oxygen. We know that. That leads to all the other problems. Let's develop a media that gets rid of the problem, which is dissolved oxygen. It's exactly what they did. Easy Water developed Series C, which is our closed loop system. You'll see in a second, there's some different configurations for them, but pretty much they are a continuous 5% side stream treatment. They're going to tie into your mechanical piping, pretty much anywhere you need to. They are a two-stage treatment system. You're going to see filtration and then scale removal. But what we're going to do, we are going to filter the suspended sediment in there and those really tiny metal particles to a submicron level, and then we're going to get rid of them, primarily by backwashing, or you'll see possibly by bag filter as well. The system will require no chemicals. And from day one, this is going to basically get rid of any existing iron oxidizing, any scale, any biofilm, and it is going to prevent new deposits from happening. So what are the two stages? Here they are. First stage is a combination of dissolved oxygen removal media and sediment removal media. What this is going to do is going to work to continually remove that dissolved oxygen, get it to a point where it's not in there and it's not corroding the metals inside. We again going to eliminate the need for all chemicals. So we don't want the chemicals in there. Going to filter to a submicron level. That is necessary because the particles are very small, generally between about 0.5 and 5 microns. So we're going to filter to less than 1. We are going to, by removing all of that stuff, what you're going to do, not only are you going to pick up efficiency and operation, but you're going to help minimize the erosion of pump seals and impellers and all of the other system components, heat exchangers, and whatever else is in the closed loop. You're going to keep it clean and keep it operating as it's supposed to. We design these systems to be very, very low maintenance. You'll see that in a couple of slides, but the bottom line is these are self backwashing units that are going to backwash on differential pressure. So they're going to be installed at about 3 pounds differential pressure. When they get dirty, they get up around 8 to 9. They're going to backwash themselves clean, and they're going to backwash with city water to keep your system closed. Now, stage two. Stage two is a no-salt conditioner. This has been on the market for 30 plus years, several 100,000 of them working in the market. This product only works on dissolving, scale, and biofilm. That's what it is going to attack. It's going to break down the cell walls of bacteria, making it easier to filter, and it is going to keep from new deposits forming into the piping system. So these are the stouts. Basically, Series C, we have a backwashing stout. We have it available in 2 different configurations. You can see on the left a skidded system, and you see there, right there, basically the dissolved oxygen and sediment removal filtration tank. And then you have stage 2, which is the no salt conditioner, which is going to go out into the system. Components are exactly the same. We don't care if it's skidded. I will say most of the ones we do are skidded, but makes no matter to us whether it's skidded or components. We also, especially for you guys in Colorado, I suspect you deal with glycol a lot. So you won't be wanting to backwash. We also offer a non-backwashing salve system. The only thing it does is split up that sediment removal and dissolved oxygen removal media into 2 tanks. We now have a dissolved oxygen removal tank, and then we have a sediment removal filtration system that has a 1 micron bag filter. Again, skidded system components makes no matter to us. Sizing, all very simple. They're all sized the same way. We're going to size them on a 5% side stream, so you can kind of see on the right there what the flows are going to look like. They are sized on system volume. So we're not looking at GPM, we're looking at total volume, and we can help calculate that whenever you need us to. These are the backwashing systems. One thing I do want to bring to your attention, if you use the backwashing system, know that your operating flow rate, whatever the unit's operating at, is going to be the backwash rate as well for 4 minutes. So just make sure adequate drain or whatever to handle it. Dissolved oxygen. We want you to know how you know this thing's working. Obviously, it's a closed loop. Can't just look inside there. We want you to know it's working with every single system that we send out. We send a dissolved oxygen test kit, and we ask you to do this simple instruction. Prior to using our Series C, test your loop. What you're going to find is the dissolved oxygen is going to be up near this top here. The glass ampoule is going to be dark blue, indicating some level of dissolved oxygen. 2 weeks or more after you install it, test it again, and you will see you will be down to the lower end of the scale, indicating dissolved oxygen has been removed, and that means corrosion has been removed. Here's what it looks like in a real life scenario. So this is water going down the drain here from a backwash. You can see it's black, right? Dirt and debris, all kind of black stuff there. That's the iron going down the drain. These are the glass ampoules we talked about. This was before. You can see dark blue. You can see in this one after 8 months, still clear. Corrosion coupon test. Here's what those look like. Your owners, what would they look for? If they're looking for excellent performance with carbon steel, they're going to look for less than or equal to 0.2 mils per year. We're about half of that at 0.1155. Copper, less than or equal to 0.1. We're about a third of that at 0.371, indicating excellent corrosion control. As I mentioned earlier, very little maintenance. That's a sore spot for me, maintenance in the field today, but this unit requires very little maintenance. The media, the combination media will last 7 to 10 years. No salt conditioner needs no maintenance. And then obviously you have pumps and valves and things like that. The only other change would be if you had a bag filter, that bag filter would need to be changed. So for you guys, easywater.com, several design tools that are available to you. We have all of our literature sheets, and we have lots of different products. They're all set up the same way. They're going to describe the major problems, and then they're going to show you how we answer those. And then the next page is going to be the sizing. For your systems, we offer survey forms. The lawn folks will come out, they'll go with you, they'll help you. But the bottom line is you fill out a survey form that gives us all the information we need, makes it easy for you. And then 24 to 48 hours later, you get back a selection, an estimated price, a CAD drawing, P&ID drawings, specifications, whatever it is that you need. We also offer ROI calculators on our website. Again, chilled and heat pump, hot water closed loop. We base these ROIs only on chemical and energy savings. So don't count, replacing the pump and all that stuff. So typically what you're going to find is this system will pay for itself in less than 2 years. We also have specifications, CSI format, Microsoft Word, easy to manipulate, easy to use. So, in summary, basically, again, closed loop treatment, boilers, chillers, heat pumps, no chemicals, completely eliminate those chemicals. We're going to give you an ROI that's going to be typically less than 2 years. Without the chemicals, it makes it very environmentally friendly. We're going to pick up the efficiency. They don't need to purchase the chemicals, maintain them, whatever they got to do. All of that is eliminated. And here's what you can see. This is what your options are. This is Easy Water Series C. You're either going to use Easy Water Series C to treat a closed loop, or you're going to use chemical plus something else. Easy Water is the only product on the market that when you install our stuff, our Series C, we will tell you it can operate with no chemicals. It's the only one on the market. So that's it. It was quick, short. Hopefully it was good. And I'll turn it back over to you, Bobby.
Thank you, Mike. You mind hitting play on that video for me there?
I did.
Awesome. Thank you. All right. Well, hey, while this video is playing, hey, thank you, Mike. I just wanted to add one thing to what Mike was saying here. The Series C and a number of the other Easy Water products, including cooling tower treatment systems, domestic water treatment systems, domestic hot water treatment systems, steam boiler, makeup water treatment. They have a full slew of products, including, RO systems as well. Easy Water is a really great one-stop place for a lot of water treatment solutions. So contact your long sales engineer about that. One other thing about Series C too, one thing I really enjoy about it is, it's a plug and play system. So if you have an existing hydronic system and as an engineer, you're trying to solve for their corrosion issues, you don't have to cut out a whole big section of pipe. Remember, this is a side stream solution. So you can hot tap right into their system, whether it's chill water system, hot water system they're having corrosion issues with, and you're going to get a lot of bang for your buck. So I really recommend looking at that, especially in your retrofit situation. So anyway, video is playing in front of you. Rocky's home opener. Those of you who've been, tomorrow it's going to be cold. However, we've got tents, we've got heaters, we've got everything we need to have a great time tomorrow. So for those of you who've been, you know what it is. If you've not been, reach out to your long sales engineer. We're at 20th and Arapahoe, and we'll see you there tomorrow, starting at 11 o'clock. So, all right. And for the winners of this week's prize, contact your sales engineer to claim your prize. And I think we got one more slide. All right, next week's topic, we're going to have Atmos Air, total environmental disinfection technology. So we'll see you all next week. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you again, Mike, and have a great day, everybody. Take care.
Thank you, guys.